Hello and thank you all for watching. This is Manny Sunny Sun for an Ephemeris stars for July 2015. And so we await this journey for the sun to be in Cancer. The sun traverses this Cancer sign until July 23rd, and a time to channel our emotions so that our projects are designed and started. Last months do not remain a dead letter and do not disappear as quickly as they appear. If the first week will be rich in promising achievements and exciting events. The star of the day could, however, be around 6 or the 13th. We put a spoke in the wheel by creating unanticipated obstacles and difficult to understand, and could slow our advancement. From July 23rd, the sun moves into the sign of Leo into 23rd of August and calls us out for our potential, our reserve to evacuate our moods, to spark up and reconnect with the world around us. Mercury loop that he started in the sign of Gemini early May, and it does bring us before July 8th the expected answers and hope for a release. Since early May, the messenger of the gods thronged, we actually find solutions to current problems, whether economic, political, social, national, and international discussions, trampling probably since May 19th, are likely to be concluded to be the best in the vicinity of the 2nd, 4th, and 5th. The exchanges and business then take between the 8th and the 23rd. Mercury crosses at high speed in the sign of Cancer. Beware of disputes, fundamentalism, and racist and protectionist drift. July 15, 16, which exchanges is sour and communication encounters and obscurantism. From the 23rd, Mercury interferes until August 7th in Leo. Then rely on open minds and heart to change the debate. Venus invests the last June 5th in the sign of Leo and will linger there until October 8th. The long session in a fiery, enthusiastic, and ardent sign that we should raise the land and significantly warm the atmosphere. Enjoy a good wave early, enchanting month to full of positive energy and enthusiasm and love. With every opportunity to fly and button, or at least to shine and seduce, all directions during the first exceptional week that fosters all boldness and success, and will perhaps give some the urge to commit for long, whether it be marriage, civil partnerships, baby design, or the unborn. On the 1st, where his encounter with Jupiter leads to some formalizing in the links. Prudence, but if you are born in the late 3rd decan, regardless of your own sign, around the 14th, when Venus crosses the austere Saturn, which could then dramatically cool the atmosphere and expose you to some disappointments and frustrations. Between the 18th and the 31st, Venus is in Virgo very temporarily, and it will glide where the delicious planet will be more discreet. Mars in Cancer until August 8th. It slows down the movement and seems to invite us to reflect more upon action. A time to look back on the past without nostalgia and assess the impact of our own actions and decisions of the group, whether family or society, counting on the fiery planet to boost our desire to serve the ideal of defending the causes, solidarity on the 8th, but beware of the halftime of the month when our intentions are less clear, especially our most warlike moods. Caution is advised if you have to make decisions with the family or settle in social debates on the 15th and 16th, where the spirits could warm up and tone up this risky behavior, trying to clearly identify the emotions, often fears that dictate our reactions, and try to channel this in the earliest possible of consciousness to avoid the worst. On the 25th, where we are not immune to an open conflict and attack of a major crisis, to avoid, if not a promotion, dialogue, and by exchanging our preconceived ideals against an opening strand spirit. Jupiter then travels into the sign of Leo from July 26 of 2014 and will leave this sign August 11th for the intervention in Virgo, the sign of crops, but also work, accomplishments, without the count to do our own work. So, In the first tropical week of this giant zodiac opens up with the dance of joy, and it promotes unions on the 1st, happy events and exciting commitments on the 4th, where dialogue is honored and contracted agreements are very promising. Then, the warm planet will fail to heat a rather polar or explosive atmosphere that could reflect our morale, our business, and private life in the second half of the month. Started well, but can conclude between 13th and 19th, and around the 25th can suffer from a cosmic situation much more like the warmth of the spirits that soften our hearts. Saturn has been evolving since December 23rd of 2014, when it entered into the sign of Sagittarius, where it slows down a little, a juicy nature of the sign. It shows nevertheless, eventually it will push us to broaden our horizons and to legislate conscious, effectively restructure our own society. The planet, which of course has commenced its retrograde motion since March 14th, 2015, last, inviting us to reflect on the recent past, to draw on those constructive lessons, going into the desert a while it is in Sagittarius, to remake a last hurry into the sign of Scorpio. The natives at the end of the 3rd decan, born after 19th of November, will appreciate this return. Medium, which between June 15th and September 18th, will confront the pressing need to affirm their authenticity, to assume their choice, sometimes through their trials or tests they could do without but their soul demands. Caution around the 14th, where despite the customary celebration day, you will not be at the party. Expect to suffer some disappointment and deprivation that will put you on the low morale and could darken the picture somewhat of your summer. You will be more in control of your emotions during the 21st, 22nd, where you will manage to reach people on a new level, whether it be on a mature level, on the involvement, or you like to just grow. Uranus moves into the sign of Aries on the year of 2011, and it's been there for a while. The planet that directs us voluntarily or by force to initiate major changes necessary for our evolution races for many causes, many debates, and often difficult to bear, tub, and turn into fuel for change. And yet, it is the goal in July. Social tensions and any mounted fundamentalism and sometimes sudden shocking events could destabilize our society. Distrust at around the 13th, 19th, and the 25th of July, where the atmosphere will be electric and loans difficult conflicts to burst and to degenerate. It would be a time of change. The disc can break with our mentalities and our skimpy codes when trying to renew our visions of the world that must be expanded and not shrink to serve mankind rather than the interests of the few. Neptune in the home of Pisces, it must be he was invested in permanently in February 2012 and was released little by little off the spirit of clan and expand our horizons in every respect. They are the moral, ethical, or religious, but can in any case be difficult aspected with other planets to reveal a part of our illusion, confusion, and wandering contained in all of us, and even more so in our political, ethical, and religious, are now so sadly humans. The sky is cleared last month, inviting us again to hope, to dream a better world. In July, it is even if the first week is riding good waves. In June, inspires us and presses us to connect to our higher intuition, to guide our initiatives. On the 8th, Neptune do not then manage to elevate the debate. Too much tension, excited spirits, heated old resentments that take control of our own hoops boiling. Yet hope that we will subdue our emotions to us, that they serve to determine ultimately the purpose, the positive outcomes, and transform our anger and rage fuel to go ahead and build. Pluto continues to progress in the sign of Capricorn, where it operates there since 2008. A drastic change in our companies and all our major systems, whether it be political, economic. The planet formed no major appearance in the sky of June. She wakes up in July on the 6th, and it exposes us to contingencies, to a more or less difficult to understand situations, identity, which unfortunately could feed our anger, lean, and set fire to the powder, including around the 15th, when the resistance is growing, mentalities heat up, we face a situation, then that does not make us gives and seem to want us to feel stuck in our trenches and then push us to revolt. Therefore, it is a strong contrast between months promising opening and sudden deteriorations. We will have to negotiate this summer months at the earliest possible to take advantage of our openings and graces. This proposes us without falling into the traps that Pluto holds. And so thank you all for watching. This has been the Ephemeris for July of 2015. Thank you all for watching.